Are you ever in a situation where you need to say sorry, but you don't know what to say? Apologizing doesn't have to be difficult. Whether you're saying sorry to a friend, a work colleague, or even in a formal situation, there's an appropriate phrase you can use to get it just right. In this video, I will show you how to apologize confidently in English for every situation. By the end of the video, you will know exactly what to say to make your apology sound natural and sincere. Let's get started with the informal apologies. These are things that you can say to friends, family, or people who you feel comfortable with. And first, we'll start with some general apologies you can use. First up, I'm really sorry about that. This can be used for a variety of situations. It could be something you did wrong, something you said. That is quite general, so I'm really sorry about that. It could be anything. That was my mistake, sorry. If you admit to your mistake, you're more likely to get forgiveness from the other person. So you can do this by saying, that was my mistake, sorry. I'm sorry, I should have handled that better. This can be used if there's been a situation where you didn't really behave in the appropriate way. It could be an argument with a friend or something you did that wasn't done correctly. I'm sorry, I should have handled that better. I messed up, sorry about that. If you mess up, you make a mistake. So again, we are admitting to our mistake, more likely to get forgiveness from the other person if you are honest about mistakes you've made, and you can do that by saying, I messed up. Another similar one, that was my fault, sorry. So this is similar to saying, that was my mistake or I messed up. That was my fault, sorry. The next phrases can specifically be used for a mix-up or a mistake or a misunderstanding. Whoops, my bad. This is quite a casual phrase, and it's not really an apology so much, but you are admitting that it was your fault, whatever it was, you made a mistake. Whoops, my bad. And you can even add sorry to the end of that one. But this phrase is very informal, so make sure you never use it in any kind of formal situation. Sorry for the mix-up, I'll fix it. If there was a mix-up, there was some kind of mistake or misunderstanding. And if you say, I'll fix it, it means you are going to make it better. Sorry for the mix-up, I'll fix it. I didn't realize that would be an issue, sorry. This phrase can be used if you did or said something, but it turned out to be a problem for another person. You can say, I didn't realize it would be an issue, I'm sorry. Finally, you can say, sorry, I completely missed that. If you miss something, it means you didn't see it, you didn't hear it, or you didn't realize something. So maybe it led you to make a mistake. Sorry, I completely missed that. Next, we have some phrases you can use if you upset or offend someone. And remember, we're still looking at informal phrases here, so these can be used for a friend or someone you're close to. I didn't mean to upset you, I'm really sorry. If you didn't mean to do something, it means it wasn't your intention. I didn't mean to upset you, I'm really sorry. By adding really, it makes it more sincere, a stronger apology. You're not just sorry, you're really sorry. I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings, that wasn't my intention. So this is another good one if you maybe say something that upsets the other person and they feel hurt or angry at you. I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings, that wasn't my intention. And the last one in this category, I didn't mean to offend you, I'm sorry. If you offend someone, it means you do or say something that they don't like, it hurts them in some way. Usually, if you offend someone, you do it without realizing it's not your intention. But if you do, this is a nice phrase you can say. I didn't mean to offend you, I'm sorry. Finally, we have a couple of things you can say to apologize when you are late. Sorry I'm late, thanks for waiting. I think it's nice to add thanks for waiting at the end of this one, to acknowledge that maybe the other person was inconvenienced by you being late. They had to wait for you. Maybe it was a bit annoying. But if you say, sorry, I'm late, thanks for waiting, that's quite a nice way to apologize for your lateness because it shows that you know that they were waiting for you. Sorry about the delay, I'll be quicker next time. So this is just another way to say sorry for being late. Sorry about the delay. I'll be quicker next time. If you're finding the phrases in this video useful, please take a second to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more English language learning content. Thank you so much, everyone. And now on to our next category. Now we are going to look at formal apologies. These phrases are appropriate to use in a professional workplace environment or when you just need to be more formal with the person who you are speaking to. Let's start with apologizing for inconvenience. If you caused an inconvenience, it means that because of your actions, it caused a problem for someone else. A problem that was probably quite annoying. How do we apologize for this in a professional, formal setting? I sincerely apologize for any inconvenience caused. The word sincerely is quite formal and it's used when you want to really emphasize how sorry you are. I don't just apologize, I sincerely apologize for any inconvenience caused. Or you can say, I apologize for the inconvenience and will ensure it doesn't happen again. This one is good because you are apologizing and also making a promise to the other person saying it will not happen again. Next, we have some apologies for a confusion or a misunderstanding. This can be very common, especially if you are exchanging emails with someone. Here are some things you might need to say. I apologize for any confusion this may have caused. This can be used if there was a miscommunication. As a result of your actions, the other person felt confused. This is a formal way to apologize for that. I apologize for any confusion this may have caused. Or you can say, I apologize for the misunderstanding. This could be used in all sorts of situations where the other person hasn't understood you. Please accept my apology for the miscommunication. Please accept my apology is a very formal way of saying sorry. Again, this would only be used in a formal situation like at work, with a client, with a partner, and it is often used in emails. Please accept my apology. And then if you want to say for what? For the misunderstanding, for the miscommunication, or for the inconvenience. Next are some phrases to use when you need to take responsibility for a mistake. You made a mistake and you need to apologize and accept that it was your fault. I take full responsibility for the error and will ensure it is corrected. I take full responsibility for, that's a nice formal way of admitting that something was your fault. And by saying, I will ensure it is corrected, you're making a promise to fix the problem. I'm very sorry for not handling this matter correctly. This can be used if you dealt with something in a way that was not correct, not appropriate. I am very sorry for not handling this matter correctly. I apologize for the oversight and will address it immediately. An oversight is a bit like a mistake. It's often used if you forget to do something. It's an oversight. Something gets forgotten or not dealt with properly. I apologize for the oversight and will address it immediately. That means I will deal with the problem now, straight away. I will fix this problem. Next are some phrases to apologize for a delay or being late with something. This could be being late in replying to an email or not finishing a project or a report on time. Here are some things you can say. I apologize for the delay and appreciate your patience. So I apologize for the delay is a very formal way of saying I'm sorry for being late. And appreciate your patience, that's a nice way to acknowledge the inconvenience for the other person and thank them for being patient. I apologize for the delay and appreciate your patience. If you are late replying to an email, you can say, I apologise for the delay in my response. This is a formal way of saying, I'm sorry that my reply to your email is late. Next category is apologising for not meeting expectations. These are good ones that you could use with your boss, your manager, or maybe a client that you work with. I'm sorry for not meeting expectations and will work to improve. So we're saying sorry, what we're saying sorry for, and we're making a promise to improve for next time. This next one is a good phrase if you have to deal with customers or clients who are disappointed in the service you provided. I understand the frustration this may have caused and apologise sincerely. Saying that you understand that there was some frustration caused by your actions is a good way to start, and then saying, I apologise sincerely. That's a formal way of saying, I'm really sorry. I understand the frustration this may have caused and apologise sincerely. We're going to end with a few general apologies that can be used in different formal situations. Please accept my apologies. A formal way of saying, I'm sorry. I offer my sincerest apologies for the mistake. Now, this is very formal and would probably be most appropriate for a customer or a client. So when you have to be very formal and very apologetic, I offer my sincerest apologies for this mistake. And a final one that's also very formal would be good to use with customers or clients. Please accept my apologies for this unfortunate situation. Be careful though, because if you say it's an unfortunate situation, you almost take the responsibility away from you by saying it's just unfortunate. So be careful with that one. If you made a mistake, it's better to use one of the other phrases I gave you earlier. Another thing you probably have to do a lot in English is say no. But how can you do this politely and appropriately for different situations? If you are looking to find out the answer to this question, I recommend that you check out this video next.